My name is Faiz Bashir. I'm the CEO of Flexisaf EduSoft Limited, and I will once again like to use this opportunity to welcome all of you and for taking time, this weekend to join this webinar. So I think we will be able to start in the next 1 minute or so. So far, there are 165 people that have joined. And that's a very good number, but we are expecting maybe up to 500 before the end of the meeting. So you are all highly welcome. Thank you. We'll start shortly.
Thank you, Faiz. We are now
Okay, I think we can get started so that we save time. Can you see my screen?
I can't see.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Halima Ibrahim.
Okay, you are all highly welcome to the Distinction Courses webinar. Once again, my name is Faiz Bashir, and today we want to use this opportunity to discuss or showcase the future of teaching and learning using the Distinction platform. So I'll talk more about Flexisaf, just to introduce Flexisaf for the benefit of those of you that might not know Flexisaf, and talk about the AI age, why this is very important. Then we will look at the distinction courses for lecturers. And this session, we want to make it really practical. So there's going to be a practical demo. And then we'll tell you how to get started on distinction. We'll also showcase how students learn on distinction. And we'll introduce Create and Earn for lecturers and how you can make money on the Distinction platform and what's next for us. So Flexisaf is an edtech company. We've been in this business for about 15 years now. Primarily, we focus on providing school management software to primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions.
Recording in progress.
Over the years, we are currently managing more than 120 universities, colleges, and polytechnics across the country, over 700 primary and secondary schools in Africa, and most recently we are in Europe now. We have clients in UK. We are also we have clients in US, Australia, and other African countries. We are over 100 staff at Flexisaf, very passionate about transforming education and helping, users, including the teachers, lecturers, students, to make, to improve education in general. We are mainly a software company, so we are big on engineering. We have one of our largest workforce are mostly software engineers, designers, and so on. And with AI now, we have AI engineers, and we've been able to start early, and today you see, practically where we are. During the course of our work, we have done a lot of partnerships and collaboration. One of the most recent and important ones is the NEL Fund. So we are the ones that were able to build the student verification system for NEL Fund. Every student that applies for NEL Fund now, we verify the student's eligibility and, his institution, his program, and so on. We've also done a couple of projects through the TED Fund intervention. We've worked with UBEC for smart learning and stuff like that. And we are partners with the likes of Amazon Web Service, Intel and Microsoft. So this Flexisaf, just briefly, not to waste too much time. So today, what we are going to show you is how AI is transforming teaching and how we want to, leverage AI to make your work easier, specifically lecturers. And the edge of AI is here, and this is something really big that that is as revolutionary as mobile phones and the internet. Just like Bill Gates said, over decades there's been significant technology advancement, and he said the development of AI is as fundamental as the creation of the microprocessor, the personal computer, the internet, and the mobile phone. If you just take a minute to really think about the impact of these things, right? Just imagine today, if we take off mobile phone completely and the internet, how will the world look like? Right? This meeting we are doing wouldn't have been possible. How would our lives look like? It's really significant, change and so on. And the point is, as big as these things are, AI, there's nothing like AI. It's a game changer, and the speed at which things are advancing, is very remarkable. But because, it's not things like, it's not really like a mobile phone, which is tangible, or the internet that, is more obvious. Not many people quite understand the significance of, AI transformation. It will change the way people work, learn, travel, get healthcare, and communicate with each other. Entire industries will reorient around it, and it's already happening. Disruption is happening everywhere, especially in some of these advanced countries. AI it's disrupting everything, and it's going to spread everywhere. And talking about AI and teaching, today's session really, like I mentioned, is we want to focus practically on demo, and it's not session like panel session about pros and cons of AI and so on. That will be session for another day. But for us today, the aim and objective is just to show you what, uh, you can do with AI, how it's changing everything. But just to, to make this reference point, last week, University of Oxford became the first UK university to offer ChatGPT to all staff and students. The point here is, universities like University of Oxford definitely they do their research and so on, and they won't just introduce things blindly. It means AI is here. AI is in education, and it's just the right time for everyone to embrace it and see how we can take education to the next level. Like I said, many of you here are experts and researchers, and we can have other sessions just to discuss about the implication of AI and so on. But for today, let's focus on practically how AI will change and simplify your work. So, distinction has been existing for over a year now. Specifically, students are more, they know distinction more because they are the ones that started using it. But we now have the component for lecturers, and we call it distinction courses because we start with the courses component that will enable you create your courses and deliver lectures. So from our experience in this market, some of the key major pain points we hear from lecturers is, especially when it comes to adopting like e-learning software and so on, is content development. It's not really easy. You have to do a lot of work and stuff like that, slides, PDFs here and there. So it's kind of cumbersome. And of course, when we talk about marking and grading, I think this is one of the biggest headache of many lecturers. It's time consuming and so on. So these two key challenges is what distinction courses is trying to solve. And the first part, with distinction courses now, you'll be able to build any course in 2 minutes, right? And that will show you this like practically shortly. But before then, let me quickly play this 1-minute video.
PDFs, links, slides, and static tools just to deliver one course. With distinction, creating a complete course takes just minutes. Your content comes to life with articles, videos, flashcards, and quizzes built for better engagement. Share it with a link. No extra steps. Learners enroll and start immediately. Already use a module or Blackboard? Distinction supports SCORM and integrates seamlessly with your LMS. Whether you're a teacher, lecturer, or institution, create, share, and teach smarter. Start creating now at distinction.app/courses. Distinction courses, made for creators, loved by learners.
So that's just a 1-minute overview of distinction courses. And at this point, I will invite Alamin Ibrahim, our Chief Technology Officer, to demo distinction. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you, Vice, for the wonderful introduction. I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So as mentioned by Faiz, we're going to show practically how distinction courses solves the problem of creating structured course in a very short period of time, in less than 2 minutes. So on the platform, what you're looking at right now is the distinction courses platform. And creation of course, any type of course, is as simple as using any of the chatting AI chatting systems, that we're familiar with, ChatGPT, Gemini, and so on and so forth. So this is the interface where you create your course. Got something you want to learn or teach? Let's dive in. All you need to do is input the topic or title and get a tailored course designed for it. So on this interface, enter the course name. So for example, I want to create a course on animal biology. This is all the requirement I need. The name of the course or description. I can select duration. Everything else is optional, right? So quickly, let me select just 2 weeks to give me 2 modules. And I can also give it a course code, 103. You can also select from the curriculums, Nigerian tertiary institution curriculums, all optional, but since we're working with lecturers, let's select NUC, for instance. It's an A-level course, so I can make it advanced. And that's it. And I click on generate. And now the AI is generating my course, animal biology, behind the scenes. And you can see in just few seconds, right? It has landed me on the introductory page to that course. Advanced Animal Biology, gave the course a description. Welcome to Advanced Animal Biology, a rigorous 2-week course designed for students pursuing higher education in biological sciences, particularly those aligned with National University Commissions of Nigeria's curriculum framework. Because I chose NUs, I could easily select NBTE or NCCE, and it's going to tailor it based on the curriculum content. Because delves into intricate and so on and so forth. And it gives you learning objectives, right? Evaluate the mechanisms of animal evolution, natural selection, specification, and so on, all the way to the end. You can see, examine the philosophical and so on. These are all the learning objectives. And by default, it gave me these 2 modules. If I select, I can see in the module there are 5 lessons, right? This is the first lesson, Introduction to Cellular Biology. Second one is the language of heredity, molecular mechanisms of evolution. And in the second module, this is what is on the second module, right? Because I created only 2 modules, right? So by default, it came up with this. The estimated time duration to study this course is 2 hours, 46 minutes, based on all the lesson items on the course. What the system does is, what Distinction Courses does is, creates an article, a video, it curates a video related to the topic, a flashcard, and quizzes for it. So, and it gives you assessment questions, part of the quizzes, and so on. And there is also a certificate. So all the certificate and so on are configurable, something you can issue at the end or not. So what the learner sees, right? This is the interface that the learner that is learning, that you share, could be students, or it's even for yourself, right? Or for your students. This is what they see. If you're aware, if you're familiar with the Coursera or Udemy style, right, where you have the content, the main content area, and you have your menu, right? And you can move next and previous, right? So this is the first, inside our first module. This is the first lessons. There are 5 lessons in each module, and each lesson contains 4 items: an article, a video, a flashcard, and a quiz. This is the article I'm looking at, right? And you can see all the way, right, to the end of the article. If you're done studying the article, you can mark it as read, and you can move to the next item, which is the video. You can navigate by clicking on next, or you can click on the video itself, right? This is the video, Introduction to Cells, right? Introduction to Cells, and you can play it. is actually a 9 minutes video curated from YouTube.
Day would that be? Now looking back 30 years, we have a few. The youth rhymes with do. They do.
Because this is a topic, this is talking about cells and so on. So it gave us this video. And once the learner is done with video, automatically the system marks it as read. The next one is flashcard. Flashcard are actually a very powerful way and very handy, of memorizing or studying key concepts on any topic. So we decided to add them as part of the distinction. You can discuss the role of endoplasmic reticulum in protein photosynthesis and its integration with Golgi apparatus. So you can, if you want to see the answer, you click on it. On the flip side, it shows you the answer. You go to the next flashcard. So the system by default comes with 5 flashcards, for that particular lesson. And then quizzes, right? It gives you quizzes, analyze the impact of mitochondrial dysfunction on cellular, and so on and so forth. And the student actually goes through and answers all these questions and then goes to the next lesson. So I'm answering the questions, and yes, have I selected all? Hello? Please indicate if I think I was muted. Can you indicate with any emoji that we're together? Hello,
Yes,
can
we
you
can
hear me?
see Alamin.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So the learner can learn and submit, right, any quizzes. They move to the next and so on and so forth, right? And you can see the flashcards and any type of lesson. So the system also creates a final module, so you could have up to 12 modules, right? But for the sake of demo, I created only 2 modules. So, and what the final module does is it creates a complete revision, comprehensive course revision. You can see it, right? And also it creates flashcard. This time around, it creates 20 flashcards, right? Because it covers everything. It creates also quizzes. And it's this time around too, it creates 10 quizzes. And there are also essay questions and their solutions, right? Just in case the student or the learner, would like to practice. And then there is the final quiz section. So all this happened by just entering the title or the name of the subject, right? So you might be wondering, the system actually generated every single thing here, right? You might want to have a bit of control, on your on the course. So the distinction courses comes with that. How do you have that control on the course that you've created? You can simply edit it, right? So by clicking on that edit button, I'm on a place where I can edit almost anything, right? From the title, I can say, I can change the title, I can add anything. So if I say updated, for instance, right? Because the AI gave me the title. So also the introduction, right? I can edit almost any part of the introduction. I can edit the learning objectives. I can add more objectives, new objective. I can remove some. I can do whatever I want. I can go into the content itself. So the module titles I can edit. I can also go into the lessons. There is the lesson. This is the lesson title. I can edit it. I can delete it. I can rearrange. There is drag and drop. I want this at the top and so on and so forth. I can go into the articles, right? This is the article the system gave me, right? So you can see this is an editor. So you can insert, you can do anything. You can insert more content. You can refine it, right? New entry on the article, for instance. You can do whatever you can do with an editor, right? We've also added, you can use prompt to edit it, right? So for instance, you want to, let's say, generate add 3 essay or theory questions at the end of the article, right? You want it to come based on the content of the article, you want it to give you additional questions, theory questions at the end. You can, and 3 theory questions, 1, 2, 3, under the references, and we can use it, right? We have it. So you can also generate images, right? With AI, you can say, for instance, generate, since the text is just a blank text without any images, you might want illustrations. Generate an animal cell. So it's going to generate an animal cell, and you can do whatever you want, right? You can move the image. You can, for instance, you can go ahead and try with different prompts until you get what you want. You can move it to wherever you want. For instance, I don't want it here. I want it here, right? You can bring it, and it's part of my article. I can also, insert, if I have an image from my computer, I want to insert an image from the web and so on. I can do all that editing, right? If it's a mathematical course, or a course that involves mathematical formula, I can insert my formula, right? I can write any formula, right? Or I can even insert from the templates, right? Almost any type of formula that you want, a differential, an integral, a summation, and so on, matrices, and you can insert wherever part of the article, right? So you can also edit the videos. It curated a video from YouTube. I might want a different video still on YouTube, right, or on another platform. I can simply change this. I can simply change the URL, right, of the new video. Let's say quickly, this is the new video I want to, for the sake of demo. Let me close that, and I can simply add the new use link. You can see the new video is here already, and I can submit, or I can even upload if I have a video on my system. I can simply select the video and I can upload it, and it will store, and that's the video it will use. I can edit the flashcards. I can generate more flashcards. I can add more questions. I can change the tone and so on. I can do the same for the quizzes, right? So in essence, what the system does, it does like 90% or 99% of the hard work for you. And if you go through it, you understand how qualitative, the content that the system came up with. You can readily just accept it and adopt it as it is. But if you feel you want your own personal touch, you can do that. You can even upload your own lesson, right? If you have it, your curriculum or your lesson notes that you came up with, lecture notes on a PDF or Word, where you're generating the prompt, you can upload that file and it will use that document, to come up with the content. And you can go ahead and edit whatever you want to edit. You can add additional contents like slides, right? So I can easily create a slide. And what it does is you might want to have an online class with the students, and you want something to guide you through to be, the talking points, and the system can generate, since you have everything, right? here, it uses the content and it creates that slides, and you can interact with the students. You can generate other things like labs, right? So if it's a programming course or practical course, you can embed a lab into it, and the students can actually practice, right inside the platform, right? I'll show you an example. So right now it's creating a slide. It has generated the slide. You can either save it, right, or um, you can interact with it. Let me move this. You can save it, or you can let me quickly show you, right? If we're out of the edit mode, we can see our slides that we've generated. Let me quickly refresh. It's there somewhere. To the assessment. So the gene hereditary on which of the modules? Okay, you can see it. Slide exploring cellular biology, right? I can click on the slides and it's actually loading the slides, right? Advanced biology and so on. So it gives you you can expand and view more, you can edit, you can change the theme, whatever you want, just like you work with any other slides. So to quickly show of course, this is also sharing, right? So you can copy the link of the course and you can share with your students, right? You can view the insights, you can edit. Let me quickly show the editing. I've created a Python or a introduced programming course earlier. So, and I can quickly show what the labs look like, right? Yeah, coincidentally, look at it. I'm on the labs, right? So, and if you insert a lab into it, you can insert, it supports multiple programming languages. This is Python. The learning objectives or learning outcomes: understand the basic syntax in Python, learn about variables and data types, explore control, and so on and so forth, right? And in the environment, you can execute, right? You can see, you can run, as you can type you can change any of the print in this range, right? And you can change whatever it is, and you can run the program and see the output all right from inside your system. You can mark it as complete, once you're done taking the lab, right? So the next thing is you've created the course, you've customized the course to your taste, you've shared the course with your students, and your students are taking this course. And by the way, people, since the last webinar, some lecturers have already created their courses, and we have courses with over 200 enrollments, right, by students. So you can view the statistics, right, and what's happening, the progress of those students, right? You can do that by this is an account that has created courses. I can come to any course. I can click on the insights, for instance. So on this particular course, yes, there's even a course with more insights. On this particular course, I can see the design thinking 101 building blocks. So looking at it, I can see this total students that have enrolled in this course. And this is something we use internally in Flexisaf too. Total students are 47, right? You can see 6 have completed, 39 in progress. 2 students have not started. Total study hours, 41 hours, 16 minutes. And this is a list of the students, right? And when they enrolled the last time they logged into the system, the current module they are studying on the system, right? And the time they've spent studying, right? Some 24 hours, 26 minutes, and so on and so forth. So right from here, you can see. So as a lecturer, the system has already created your courses. You've edited as you want, and you can track, the students, how they are studying the course. You can also view another dashboard where you see the total of all courses you've created as a lecturer, their status, total enrollments, right, in them, and also the, a trend when people are enrolling and so on, and you can see the courses and their statuses and so on. So the final thing I want to talk about is so how does one get access, right, to the system? To get access to Distinction is quite straightforward. You go to distinction.app, right, and it brings you to the website. And from there, you can, it's a platform for learners, right, where you can go and see courses similar to Udemy or Coursera, right? So lecturers can also create and publish their courses and earn money. So you can publish your course and people can purchase the course, right? And people can pay you, similar to Allison or and so on. So this is like a marketplace, for courses, right? You can search, you can see different types of courses that have been published, on the platform, right? And you can also, you can view more information on any course as a learner, the information. You can enroll in the course and so on. And you can also join and become a creator, right? So that you publish your course. You can either publish with your students or you can publish publicly, to the entire world, and it will be on the platform. Turn any idea into a course in just 2 minutes. So this is the page where you can even start trying, and all you need to do is join for free. The system is very straightforward to sign up, right? In less than a minute, you've signed up, you're on the system and you can explore. So I think in a nutshell, that's Distinction courses. There is a lot more, but when you sign up, you will be able to explore. It's quite user-friendly, right? So you will be able to explore all nooks and crannies of the platform, and we're looking forward to the wonderful courses that you will create on the platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alamin. That's a wonderful presentation. So the next thing, Faiz will come back to take us through one of the major things why we are here after the demo. Before then, there is going to be a Q&A session. We'll give at least 10 minutes so that you can unmute yourself and ask questions. Until then, you can also drop your questions on the chats. Thank you so much. Faiz, over to you.
Okay, thank you once again. Sorry. So that was the demo. Because of time, I think it was quickly done, but you definitely create more avenues where you learn more, and use this platform. We are also launching a course on the platform itself, the guide on how to go about it, and you can take that course, learn about the platform. At the end of it, you have a certificate. We also do like introduction to AI in education, so more of additional knowledge on AI and how to use Distinction platform for teaching, which you can take. So for the next thing is the learning aspect. So this we showcase for the lecturer, but it will also be good for you to see what your students, what additional things, are they able to do on Distinction. So I'll quickly take us through the student portal. So here I'm logged in as a student, and when you log in as a student, you will see your dashboard where you can see some of the recent activities you have been doing. Then there's the learning streak. So streak is like to try to encourage the student to at least learn something every day. And if you do it 7 days in a row, you earn 50 points. So we have the point accumulation system on distinction, which students can use it as a utility. For now, in some of the partnering institutions, like ATBU, I think Uniport and so on, they can, if you have 1,000 points on distinction, you can visit to our partnering restaurants and you can have a very, solid meal. You can also use the points eventually to subscribe to some of the features on the platform. We are introducing marketplace where they can subscribe to courses and other educational materials. So this is all gamifying the learning aspect, and before you know it, they have learned a lot while they are on the platform. So these are some of the quick links on distinction. We have the practice. There's more than 1.3 million questions based on NUC, NBT, and NCC curriculum on distinction. And you can, search for any course and just practice. So when you are done, you have other more, apart from courses, you have other more learning stuff like the flashcards, key points. You can access it here, or you go to my library and you can see a quick dashboard of how you've been using the flashcard. So if you can generate flashcard based on, we have over 3,000 courses too for NUC, NBT, and NCC, and you can generate any flashcard that will help you, to be able to like learn and just keep studying and so on. So the same thing with key points is like flashcard, but this one is just the summary of, of the course you want to have, like a quick revision, and so on. Then of course the study pal, this AI tutor, is like your pal that is with you 247, and you can use it, to keep learning and asking it. Unlike ChatGPT, this is tailored to the curriculum. So it will give you like spot on information based on what you are looking for. So you can continue chatting and stuff like that. To show you more power of the chatbot on the courses also, when you are learning and maybe answering any question, you can interact with the AI. So here, maybe this question, I want to learn more, right? But it will not allow you to just look at the answer. It wants you to attempt first. So when I attempt, so I can now learn more. So it opens the chat, and specifically on these questions, it will now, tell you if you are correct. It will tell you and explain further. If it's wrong, it will explain why it's wrong and what's the correct answer. And you can, there are follow-up questions based on the same topic, and you just keep learning. Or you can also type your own questions specifically, and so on. So going back to, we have other gamification. We've done a number of competitions, the Qzathon, which some of you okay, sorry. Please. Sorry, it crashed. Yeah, so Qzathon, we've just last I think last week we had the Kizaton 3.0, with almost 5,000 students participated. The first winner won 1 million, I think second 750,000 and so on. So we've been encouraging students, to learn on the platform. There's also the battlefield where you can, challenge your colleague, you invite them, and you can answer 5 questions. The first person you can search for anyone on the platform, or we want to add, you can invite any person by email and they can join, and you'll be able to, just to make learning more interactive and interesting. So these are some of the features for the student, and it's something continuous, and more features will continue to come. So going back to my slides, okay, I think I've already did a lot of demo, but of course some of the things this distinction is addressing, like access to to content in line with curriculum, and also being able to personalize the students' learning, will track your progress, and you'll be able to know your weaknesses and strengths and so on. So in a summary, distinction is actually a teaching and learning platform that empowers teachers to create their content in minutes, and also enhances students' engagement and learning in an interactive, fun, and rewarding way. So these are also the things that I was able to showcase. Since launch last year, April last year, so far we have more than 120,000 students, that have registered, over 7 million questions answered. So we have students from 260 universities that are on this platform, and more than 1 million hours of learning have been spent on distinction. The feedback has been really positive, and our own vision really is to transform education and eventually, improve the development of the country. So at this point, I would like to talk about the Create and Earn for lecturers. We've been doing Q-Zaton for students, and in some of the sessions we've had with lecturers, they said, what about lecturers? And we are excited to announce the Create and Earn program for lecturers. So this is not like competition, like the students, but it's just a way of providing support, and also encourage lecturers to, to use technology to enhance teaching, and learning in general. So we have 15 million naira budget for this support. We are targeting at least 2,000 lecturers to participate, and it's starting today. You can scan this QR code to register your interest. We also share the link on the chat, and so on. But it's for 12 weeks, and it starts today and ends on the 5th of January. So some of the things we look at is, we will share the requirements. At least you need to go and create your course on the platform, and get at least 20 students, to enroll, and they should be able to complete at least 3 modules. Typically the standard number of modules for a semester is, about 12 or so. So that they need to complete 25% of that at least. And that will help them also to, to learn more about the platform and have access to all these resources that we have been showing. So the budget is for each lecturer is 25,000 naira. So this just like I said, our own way of supporting for maybe data and so on. But this starting, there's even bigger things coming in the West. Some of our partners, um, indicating interest, and they will provide more intervention to support this program, and we'll continue to announce and launch more as we move on. But apart from the create and earn, distinction platform is also where you can actually monetize your expertise, as experts in your different fields. You should be able to build your own courses and target anyone globally, not just even within Nigeria. And with the set of features you've seen, the idea is to simplify building courses for you, and using your expertise and knowledge, you can now do the final touches, customize it, do the QA and so on, and you are good to go. So you just build your courses, set up the price, how much does it cost to enroll to your course, publish it. Once you publish it and everything is okay, we review and approve, then you start earning. When learners enroll and purchase your course, you start earning. We take our commission for managing and supporting this platform, and you also take your own. And we are also CPD UK members. What this continuing professional development body in UK that accredits courses. So if you have courses that are in line with CPD, will help you get it accredited in the UK, which gives it more reputation and even wider audience that will learn and benefit from this course. So for us, this just the starting point, is the tip of the iceberg. Like I've already explained in the beginning of this meeting how AI is really moving fast and disrupting everything. And of course, education is one of the key areas. So we are going to continue to improve this. We are adding advanced imagery that would, that is trained in line with different courses, and will give you perfect images that really explains the content, and also video generation. Currently, we curate from YouTube, but we will soon launch, video content generation as well. And in the future, you'll be able to have your own voiceover and your avatar to create like complete videos, delivering your classes. And of course, we are adding AI agents for lecturers. So all these things you've seen today, our aim is to simplify your work as much as possible, maybe reduce 80% of your workload. And what the agent will do for you is it can create these classes for you. It will create the content. It will, send invitation or reminders to the students. It will send assignments on your behalf. It will mark on your behalf and so on. So these are things in the pipeline, and you continue to see many coming. For example, quickly you can see the assignment page where you can just create new assignments, and everything is AI first. You don't need to really come and crack your brain and start thinking, where do I start from? It already knows the course it has the details. All you need to say is generate with AI. So it will generate like, and you will prompt it, right? You tell it, the topic you want, the number of questions and stuff like that. So it will generate the instruction, the questions. You can then set the due date, due time, these points like the score for this assignment. If you have file to attach, you can attach, and then what types will you allow the students to submit? Is it PDF, only PDF, or is it PDF or Word, and so on? Then here you can, this for your own use, the marking scheme attached to this assignment and the answers. This is going to be used by the AI to automatically grade your students. Immediately as they are submitting, you just open and you see the marking. It would show you based on your marking scheme. It will tell you, what they have scored and give you comments. So you review if there's any, observations and so on, you fix. You don't rely 100% on AI. Even on ChatGPT, they'll tell you this AI, right? Don't rely 100%. But the idea is it can do 80% of the work for you. So this is in the pipeline and will be available on Distinction before the end of this month. So imagine, your content is created, your classes is being managed, and that's what the AI agent for lecturers will do for you. It will, based on your calendar and so on, it will organize everything for you. And all you need to do is to give it go ahead to do these things for you. You can just tell it, oh, I want create this assignment for this student and send it by so date and so on. And some things it will also even start recommending for you. All you need to do is say, yes, this is here. It's not like we are not talking about 5 years, 10 years. Everything we are talking about here, you will see them as quickly as possible in Distinction. Before the end of 2026, you will have your agents that will make your work seamlessly, and you have more time, to really teach and lecture your students instead of doing administrative work. And of course, for the students as well, the AI agent will help in personalizing their learning. It will know their weaknesses. It will recommend, what they need to study, and so on. So I think this brings us to the Q&A session, and we'll have the
Yes,
opportunity.
before then,
Yeah.
I have seen on the charts there are a lot of questions regarding how to sign up. So we'll take the sign up flow just for additional 5 minutes before the question and answer session. Alamin?
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes.
All right. All right, let me quickly do that.
As he is getting set, you can keep dropping your questions on the chat.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right, so I mentioned quickly the website is distinction.app, right? So you can come to distinction.app and you can browse courses, or you can join for free or sign in if you already have an account. If you don't have an account, this is where you join for free, right? You register, and what it requires, you can see it's very minimal. Your first name, last name, email address, password, and you confirm the password. So for example, I can, quickly to demo the sign up, I can do this. I can say, Ibrahim, my email, my password, new password, and I can go right ahead and create my account. So it sends, a token, an OTP token to the email I provided. So I need to copy that token from the email. I'm opening my email on my phone. So I can copy the token and insert. Yes, I've seen it. So there's the token. It gave me 806419, right? And I can confirm, right? So I've successfully activated the account, right? And I can log in with the details, right? So, and immediately I log in. Did I log into the account I just created? Yes. Yes. So I've signed in into the account and I can come into courses, right? And I can, this is, yes. Yeah, this is the account. By default, like Faiz mentioned, there are some courses, over 3,000 courses from NUC, NBT, and NCCE that are already on the platform. So I can see them, or I can come and generate my courses. And you're on that page. The other route of signing up, you can also, if you want to, from the landing page, right? You want, just to go to where the courses are created, right? So you can see from here, I think you can join as a lecturer, you can join as a creator. The primary difference, lecturer may have more tools, right? Because you create assignments and so on, and other tools to manage class and so on. So that's the difference. Creator is just someone who wants to create, an expert in a field. He wants to create a course and share it with the whole world to make money. So this is what you want to do. You join as lecturer, right? So how did I get here? I am from the landing page, distinction.app, right? If I come and create, and for creators, create your first course, or create your own course. So I think to make it even simpler, from the main landing page, we will add these buttons: join as creator, join as lecturer, right? So that you can easily just join from there. But if you want to see this particular join as lecturer, you have to click on the create your course. Immediately you do that, it brings you to this page. Even before creating the account, you can start testing and see, right, to generate a course. So where you want to join as a lecturer. So immediately you do this, is the same form, enter, you create the account, and the system creates you, and the system knows that you are a lecturer. So you would have access to additional tools that would aid, a lecturer's work. So thank you. Usman, is that okay?
Yes. Thank you, Al-Amin. So in addition, I have dropped a link on how, or to a video on how to sign up and how to get started. So you can just check that video. Additionally, we are going to share the recordings for the webinar. We are going to share, you can also go and check it right away on our YouTube page. I have also dropped the link on the chat. So for the question and answer session, I will identify like 10 people to start with. So you can raise up your hands, even though some questions we are responding them on the chat. So you can raise up your hands, then we identify one who at least some few people to select, and also give them chance to talk, to ask questions. So you can raise your hands now. I will count on the. Okay. Ademu Harisu Abdullahi, number one. Precious, you are number two. So I'll be calling your names. Umar Aminu, number three. Let me identify a lady. Abiodun. Abiodun, that's Osunkule Abiodun, number 4. Then Osman Abdullahi Alkali, number 5. Peter Adewole Adeyemo, number 6. So we'll start from number 1 now. So number 1 has already dropped his hand. So Adamu Harisu Abdullahi, you can unmute. Let me ask you to unmute. Go ahead and unmute. Adamu Harisu,
Hello?
can you hear? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. You can go ahead and ask your questions.
Yes, my question is more specifically to presentation delivered by Al-Amin. So after you have generated the course content, how can you download the content that you have generated into your system? Thank you.
Al-Amin, are you there?
Yes. Hello. Yes, I'm there. I was just, yeah, can we, okay, I thought we were going to take all the questions
Okay,
and
let's
answer.
take, maybe we might have similar questions. All right. So that one is noted, Ademarisu.
Thank you, sir.
Precious, are you there? Let me ask you to unmute. So you can unmute.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I've been trying to unmute since this was a very, very nice presentation. So some of the questions I had during the chat, they've been answered, but this was another one I asked during the chat. I don't know if you can hear me clearly. I was like asking, since lecturers are going to be deliver these lectures, is there like a way to verify that these lectures are coming from these lecturers from a particular university? Because I was asked to represent a university here. So I was like, is there a way that your backend verifies that, okay, this person that is signing up as a lecturer is actually a lecturer in an institution and not just a random person using AI to generate a course?
Understood. Yeah, a very good question. So it's going to be responded to. Ogochukwu Okonko. Ogochukwu Okonko, so let me ask you to unmute.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to ask this question, and also thank you, Faiz and Alamin, for the presentations. It's well appreciated. So I see that the Distinction.ai or the app rather, it's a platform that is not as if it is developed by you guys. It's like it's something that is used all over the world by different persons. So my question is, and I also noticed that there was a pro caption on certain buttons, on the app itself. I mean, there are certain things you would want to do that you cannot do them until you have pro access. You must have paid for them. So I don't know. Would there be what is it called? Do I need? Of course, that means one have to pay to get those to have those features unlocked for them. And since we have this seminar is for webinar rather is for lecturers in different universities in Nigeria, in what's it called, different schools in Nigeria, higher institution in Nigeria. Will there be opportunity whereby there may be like a waiver or a discount for such kind of subscription? That's the question I wanted to ask. So I know at some point in time we may need to use those pro features. So at that point, would there be any would there be opportunity or privileges given to lecturers from these institutions to have those features unlocked for them at a lower price than the price that's given to every other person around the world? That's my question, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we will respond during the answer sessions. So let's take one more, then we'll go to the response and then take 3 additional. Umar Aminu Mohammed. You can unmute. Let me lower your hands. Go ahead. Umar Aminu Ahmad is there. Are you with us? Okay. Indaji Alhaji, you raised your hands. So let me ask you to unmute. Can you hear us? All right. Musa Gali, you can unmute. Okay, go ahead, Indaji Alhaji.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
Indaji
morning,
Alhaji.
sir. Good afternoon.
Morning.
Good afternoon. How are you? We want to appreciate you for this beautiful and wonderful presentation. It is indeed highly academic and it's timely. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, but what I want to ask is that as you have this presentation, is there any way of having it also in Arabic for those who are Arabic speakers, and demonstrations on some of the Arabic questions or Arabic subjects also that are taken in tertiary institutions like colleges of education and universities and so on and so forth? Thank you very much. We appreciate your presentation.
That's a very nice question. So the last person, Musa Gali.
Yes, good afternoon all.
Afternoon.
This is a wonderful presentation. I'm glad to be part of this webinar. My question is just as simple as, can this distinction platform also be applicable to students, or is only restricted to lecturers? Thank you.
Thank you. So we can now go ahead to the answer sessions. Alamin, the first question was for you, so we can go ahead and respond to that, then followed twice.
All right, so I'm sharing my screen again. Can you see it? Please indicate if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen, Alamin.
Yeah, so the first question was downloading resources or content generated from the platform. Yes, it's possible, right, to download content. You can see this was the slide, generated in the demo. I can simply come here, click on download, and it's going to download it. I've downloaded it before it's on the system, right? You can also download the entire content, right? Including the quizzes, the flashcard, and so on by clicking on SCORM, right? So another important feature of this platform is you can create the content here, and you can upload it or import it into other popular LMS like Moodle or Blackboard. That was mentioned in the last presentation, right? Part of the challenge of creating content on Moodle or Blackboard, right? This system can solve it. So if you have all your content on this system, you can easily download it, and the SCORM is the popular format, for other LMS systems. You can also download the assessments, right? All the assessments on the system you can see. So it's right there at the top of the course, inside the course that you've created. The second one mentioned about access control for lecturers and students, right? So that is a very valid question. You shouldn't be any random person creating and so on. So we have an admin system, and that's what we've been using. We onboard lecturers from a particular school, that we've signed that officially the school wants to adopt the system, right? Anyone can go and use the platform as it is from any institution, but if the school wants to adopt it as their formal tool, right? So we can onboard the lecturers, right, and tie them to that school. We can onboard the students, bulk upload of their information, and it will tie them to that institution. So that's how we manage the access control. The So the next one asks about, distinction, asks different subscription modules, subscription plans, maybe discount for lecturers and students. Then one about the Arabic and so on. I think I'll let Faiz, answer those questions. He also mentioned he saw a global platform distinction. So probably he wants to know the distinction between those global platforms and actually ours. This is actually ours. We built it from scratch. Maybe you saw other distinction platforms, similar names. So about Faiz can come in and answer those questions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So actually, this our own platform. We built it. Not like it's not something from somewhere. But of course, the AI models we integrate, right, with different models and so on. And to answer the question about the language, yeah, this in the pipeline, we will add support for different languages, right? And we will also be using different models for different use cases. For now, it's like more general, but there are some courses maybe that have specific models that are more tailored to it and work better. So these are all things we will continue to add and support for the subscription. Yeah, so we have like a freemium where you have there are some features you can access free all the time, right? But of course, to pay the bills and for the AI tokens, we that's where the subscription comes into play, and also just so that it's not open-ended and we keep creating tokens that it becomes very expensive. So you need to, if you want to create more courses, the free plan, for example, you can create up to 3 courses. If you want to create more, you need to subscribe. And this is an international product. We already have some creators from the UK and so on. So currently you see that the monthly plan is $20 per month. But yes, we are soon going to add the support for the local, and definitely there will be discount and it will be cheaper. And we are also working with a number of schools, right, to subscribe for their teachers. So if your school is one of that, then it means you'll have access to all the features. But yes, as you continue to use this, we like to get more feedback on how to make this more available and support you guys. For the last question asked whether is applicable to students. Yes, probably you were not around when I did the demo for the student part, where they have access to learning materials and all the other features related to students. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Faiz. So before that, there are some questions on the Q&A. I have responded to them, and Faiz and Alamin have also responded to most of them. The only one I want to shed more light on is bulk acquisition. Yes, a school can subscribe to Distinction, and at that rate, if it's coming from the school and it's a bulk acquisition, definitely the rate is not the same as the one that is individual. So there is going to be a bulk acquisition by schools. So it's possible for your school to subscribe to Distinction. If you are interested in that and you want to champion that, chat us up. We will follow up with you and share invoice. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and take 3 more. I can see there are 4 hands that are still up. Rabiu Adamu, you can unmute. Rabiu Adamu, if you are there, you can unmute. Okay. Nasiru Hussaini, you can unmute and ask your questions. Nasiru Hussaini.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Hello.
Okay, Rabiu
yes,
Adamu
I
is
can
back.
hear you.
Hello. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, so Rabiu Adamu, you can go ahead, then followed
Okay.
by.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Can you
afternoon.
hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. So thank you, Mas Osman Alame and Faiz for the wonderful presentation. Actually, you try to make our work very easy with this AI revolution. And even though Alamin and Faiz, even you, Osman, just recently answered my question about the bulk acquisition by the institution. But last question is that how much is the price? Is it going to charge per student or maybe the amount you are going to be charged as an institution acquisition of adopting this particular learning management system? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rabiu Adamu. I'll respond to that. Very nice question. Nasiru Hussaini, you can unmute.
Okay, sir. Well, good afternoon. First and foremost, let me begin by appreciating the coordinators of this wonderful interaction. It has been educative, and we must confess that we learn a lot. Thank you very much for this. Secondly, my question is to do with the create and end, which one of the, I think is Hafiz or one of the presenters has presented rather, where he said clearly that a lecturer who is going to benefit from this program need to first and foremost to indicate interest. So I was not clear about that. All I heard is that he's saying that there has to be a kind of referral of about not less than 20 students and so on. So I'm not clear about the next step, so that one, if interested, can make a trial to it. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. We'll respond to that. Umar Aminu Mohammed. Umar Aminu Mohammed. Let me ask you to unmute. You can unmute. You can
Hello,
unmute.
good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm delighted to be part of this interesting webinar, and I'm glad that a lot of the questions I have been answered. But I still have one question. I want a clear difference between the create as a creator and then the accounts. Sign in as a creator and sign in as a lecturer. And both accounts be able to create courses that are not related for university students that could be subscribed internationally for training purpose? That's the question. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll respond. The next person, Abiodun, you are now raising your hands again. Okay, go ahead, Abiodun. Okay. So the last person is going to be Femi Oyaniran. Let me ask you to unmute. Femi Oyaniran.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Thank you very much for this presentation. Really awesome. But I asked two questions, sir. Are you with me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Is there any difference
Yes, you
between
can.
this decision platform and Blackboard learning management system? The second question, how can this decision platform check and prevent copyright? Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you. So I have the last one is going to be Ndagi Alaji. So let me allow you to go. I believe you have a follow-up question. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate for giving me the second chance. I say, is there any provision for NGOs, non-governmental organizations? Thank you.
NGOs.
Non-governmental organizations.
Yeah. So NGOs to use distinction to
Yeah.
generate. Okay. Thank you, Ndagi Alaji. Okay. Thank you so much. So I think that's all. We have exhausted all our hands. We can go to the response session. I will respond to some, and then Faiz will come in and respond to the others. In terms of bulk acquisition, yes, it's not one size fits all. We have to discuss with you and understand the kind of solutions you need based on the distinction has several parts. So once we understand that part, then we can issue you invoice based on what you need. We don't want to give you something that you don't necessarily need it, or something or we give you less than what you need. So we need to talk to you, understand more, then we issue an invoice. That's for the bulk acquisitions. But for individual subscription, that one is straightforward on our website. You can pay straight, you can go on the platform, subscribe and upgrade. And there are different plans you can subscribe to. So that's regarding the bulk acquisition. So you can chat us up on the chat. We'll take it up from there for anybody that wants to acquire distinction for their school. So we'll follow up with you directly. Vice, are you there?
Yeah, for the create and earn, I have shared this on the chat, and let me share my screen again. So this the details, to be eligible. After signing up, you can visit this link, and sign up. So you need to create a course on distinction and share it with your students. At least 20 students, need to enroll, and each student should complete at least 3 modules on the platform. The idea is, of course, at the end of the day, is learning. So we want to also, drive that part so that you see the learning aspect and be able to continue to even improve the platform to help the teachers and the students. So this is the criteria, and if you meet this criteria, that's the support of 25,000 per lecturer. For the
difference between distinction and blackboard.
Yeah, so some of the institution are you are using Blackboard for the LMS. So distinction, we've focused more on how to simplify, content creation using AI and so on. This is the main challenge so far that is hindering like engagement or adoption on Blackboard, where you have to upload the content and so on. With distinction, we already have over 3,000 courses in line with NUC, NBT, and NCC, and you can seamlessly create your own as well. So of course, some of the features overlap. At the end of the day, the preference is for the end user. Distinction though is, is very new and modern, and we try to create user experience that is, tailored to you guys. And we'll continue to work with you to even make it more customized for our own local institutions. For NGOs, yes, definitely anyone can sign up on Distinction and create their courses, and I think this is a very good one. NGO is a very good use case, and they can be able to use this for training people and things like that. Thank you.
Yeah, there's one last question for you. How is Distinction preventing copyrights?
Okay, yeah. So we have a QA tool that scans, and we are also integrating the plagiarism tool to turn it in and stuff like that, right? But when it comes to the AI generated content, this one globally, I'm sure more regulations around AI will come. But for now, no one can claim any right on AI generated content. Things that is very key around AI now is security, and sustainable AI, and also, to to control AI and minimize abuse and maybe evil use of it. So this is the big conversation that is happening now. But AI generated content now, it's consumed for learning and used for, for work and so on. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I think we have exhausted all the questions. However, the discussion will continue going on. I have seen a lot of questions on how to get the recordings. We are going to share the recordings via the email you registered, and also some more links on how to get started, and also the Create and Earn initiatives. In addition, we will add some more links for you to join the creator community so that you can ask more questions, and also we will solve your maybe support issues. The aim of the community is to help you get more value from the Distinction. Thank you so much. And we are looking forward to have the second webinar with you, which is going to be very soon for the creators. And there's going to be another webinar for the startup enthusiasts and startup founders that is coming off on the 18th of October. So thank you so much. And Faiz, let me invite you to to give us a closing remarks.
Once again, we would like to send our appreciation to all of you that have taken your time, this weekend to join this webinar. We hope it was educative and insightful, and we are looking forward to how we can, take this and significantly contribute to the development of Nigeria as a whole. Thank you all.
Thank you, and have a great weekend. Yeah, I will still be on the call, taking note of some stuff. But you can go off the call. Thank you.